Hello everybody, Alan Solarsh here, the Passive Income Guru. And I want to show you how to build your team very effectively, very fast, very efficiently. And I'm going to show you how you can enroll more than probably 100 people in the next 30 days, 100 personals in the next 30 days. If you follow my very, very simple strategy, but there is a system at play here, okay? And there are scripts that you're going to be using, and I'm going to give you my exact formula, which has proven to be very, very successful, as you are well aware, and as you've seen on the groups of how many people I enroll when I do this. So the first thing you need to do is you need to have some tools, and they are free tools, so you don't have to worry. So even if you haven't invested in Atlantic, you'll still be able to build this team because all the things that I'm going to give you are free, which is great. So the first thing you've got to do is we're going to download a program, and that program is called Evernote. So Evernote is, let's just go to Google and let's type in Evernote, or you can, it's evernote.com. As you can see over there, evernote.com. It's a free application, and just hit the download button. Okay, this is an application that is going to download to your download folder. So on a Windows machine, just go to your Explorer, your file manager, and look for your downloads section, and then it's an .exe file. Just install that application on your computer. If you're not sure how to install it on your computer, just go to like one of the computer stores out there and tell them that you've downloaded the program, you'd like to install it, you're not sure how to do it. I'm sure they'll do that for you as a freebie. I'm working on a Mac, so it's a little bit difficult for me to show you exactly how to install the program, but it's very, very simple, so don't get freaked out. Now, if you're working on a tablet or on your mobile device, I highly recommend that you do this on either a desktop, a laptop, or those are the best two options. The next option would be an iPad or a tablet. It's very difficult to be able to do this effectively and efficiently without you getting frustrated on your mobile device. Okay, we are living in a digital age, so it's time for you guys to equip yourselves with the correct technology. Okay, so just download the application and install it. If you're using a tablet or an iPad, just go to an iPad, you go to the Apple Store and look for Evernote, and on a normal I don't know, tablet, I think you can find it in the Play Store. So you would just look up the words Evernote. Okay, go and install those programs. Okay, and then once you've installed the program, this is how I operate. Everything I do is basically scripts. Okay, everything that I've done, I don't want to repeat stuff. So let me just move this application down so you can see it. Okay, so I don't like repeating stuff. So everything that I do, there needs to be a system in place, and it needs to be repeatable. Okay, so I create a script, which is the wording that I'm going to be using, and I very rarely veer off that script when I'm dealing with tons and tons of people. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do when you come to Evernote, your screen will be blank. There won't be anything there. It'll just be blank, and somewhere on your screen on the left hand side there'll either be notebooks, or just click on File and then look for something that says New Notebook. Okay, I would say Synchronized Notebook, and what that means is that if you create a synchronized notebook, it means that notebook will sync with your mobile devices and all your computers. So all your electronic devices where you've got OneNote installed, everything that you do on one device will be duplicated on another device. So if you're working on a computer and you've got Evernote on your computer, if you create a notebook or a note within a notebook, it will be duplicated on your iPhone or your Android device or your iPad or your tablet, so that everything is together and centralized in one place. So this is basically, this program allows you to work wherever you are. So if you're on holiday and you need your scripts, they're readily available on whatever mobile device that you're using. So rather use synchronized notebook. Okay, so we're going to create a notebook. We're going to give it a name. So let's just call it, I'm just going to call it Atlantic Global Asset Management. Okay, and I'm going to say private. Now, if you share it, it means that you can share it with your team. So that if they've got Evernote, which I'm sure everybody will have eventually, all your scripts will then be shared with your team. Now, when you share a notebook, you can just click on the shared button, enter the email address of the people in your team that have got Evernote downloaded. So I'm just going to put Simone. It'll come up with her icon there. There it is, and then I can give her permission. She can either be she can either edit the notes, or she can just view the notes. Now, make sure that the people that you give editing rights to are people that are leaders. They're competent, and they know exactly what they're doing, and the repercussions of editing. Because once you delete the note, it's gone, or the changes that you've made are gone and you can't get them back. Okay, so for security and safety, I would just make it on can view the documents only. This way your entire team can have access to your scripts. Okay, so if you guys want access to my scripts, just let me know. Just WhatsApp me, send me your email addresses. I will then add you to so that you can view my scripts. You can see exactly what's going on, and that way you can then be using my scripts for your team and building a massive organization. So just click on the done button, and now as you can see, it's now shared. It's come up there as a shared notebook, and Simone will get a notification in her email, and she'll just click on that, and then she will now have access to all those notes. They will download to her mobile devices, and she will be able to access all those notes, which is a fabulous feature. Okay, so there it is. There is my notebook. Okay, and within my notebook, I'm going to have notes, different notes with different titles. Okay, so basically, the notebook is just it's like a workbook, and then in your workbook are different pages of different scripts and different things that you're going to be doing. Okay, so I've got my shopping list here. I've got my Atlantic, and I've got various different organizations that I run. Sorry, I use Evernote on a daily basis. This is where I hold everything. Okay, and what's also brilliant is that all the information is stored in the cloud on the internet. So if your computer does crash, it doesn't mean that you've lost your information, which is fabulous. And that's one of the main reasons why I use Evernote, because everything is stored on the cloud, which is great. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to open up the notebook. Okay, so there's the notebook, and if you'd like, you can drag your notebook onto your favorite section over here so that you've got quick and easy access. So let me just do that. So there it is. So there, let me just make this wider for you so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so there is the Atlantic Global Asset Management, my notebook. Okay, so now we've set up the notebook. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create different notes. Okay, so at the top here, I'm not sure where yours is. Maybe yours is under file because you're using an Apple computer. So you can say here, file, new note. I've got a quick links over here, which is new note, various different things. Okay, so if I want to click a new note will now appear in this little window over here. So I'm not sure how yours looks, but what you can do is you can look for view. Okay, and here are the different views, the look and feel of Evernote that you want and you feel comfortable with. I feel comfortable working with my screen looking like this. So I've got my notebooks over here, my notes over here, and then I've got a preview of what's going on that note. So if I go back to Atlantic here, here's a note. So this is a billionaire bash. So this tells people when there's an event. Okay, so here's my notebooks. Here's all my notes within that notebook, and here's the preview of that note. So if I go down to Bitcoin, here's the explanation of Bitcoin. Okay, here's the explanation of blocked accounts, etc., etc. So everything that I do is scripted. I don't have to repeat typing the same stuff over and over again. Now, for you to have an automated business, this is what I suggest. I suggest that you, if you don't want to use my notes, okay, create your own notes. But then the advantage is that you can just highlight it, copy it, and then paste it into either an email or into WhatsApp. Okay, so this is the beginning of you getting structured and organized. Download Evernote now, okay, and then I'm going to go on to the next section, which is showing you how to put WhatsApp on your computer and the different notes that you're going to create to enroll your 100 people in the next 30 days, which is really, really exciting. And I'm so excited to share this amazing tool and concept and way of doing business that I finally perfected. So I'll see you on the next video.